You have the helm. All of you are traveling. The ship is feeling comfortable. There is a good sense of sturdiness to the work that you've done. I will say that you all packed away your tools just in case you need them in the future with some spare work supplies, just as a notable thing to have, including the four cross axe, just because. Uh,
Why not?
Yes.
why not?
Firewood.
Yeah. And as you're just flying along, you feel the darkness settling. You've already had a long day. Like, it's been a full day. So all of you can take the time to go ahead and head into rest, or you can stay up and keep a watch on everything. But we are going to start rolling some travel checks to see what happens.
Tunik, would you like your ring filled up?
Oh, definitely, yes.
All right. Give me your hand. And she's going to pop in Wither and Bloom and Haste.
Amara,
Jot it in
as
the
you
gray
are
matter.
as you are sitting down, you do feel as your robe does seem to be settling, and all of you notice as the calming of time and tension of the ship as it's flying, the darkness seems to solidify, but still have a smokiness on the robe that Amara wears, her new outfit that she had helped create. It gives off this faint trickle of shadow just as she's moving through the air, or moving through the area that she stands in.
He was last seen on the middle of that path there.
I would say we head towards the mountainous regions to find any city and try to maybe ask around and look for clues. Try to, keep things on the down low.
Yeah.
Are there any things I need to know about this slate before you head off to Nook? So in case we run into something, is the autopilot going to take care of everything?
Send an alert if something goes off, so I'll have the slate with me. You haven't looked at this thing at all. I don't know if you want to touch it or... there are some things you don't want to do on it.
I'm just gonna and you're just gonna see Akron stroke the edge of it. Feels very nice.
Okay.
Well,
you
if
see
you're
as
going to be keeping
Akron
the
reaches
slate-
up and very gently touches the slate, giving you a look, looking you directly in the eyes.
Yeah.
Well, now that I've touched your slate, I guess you're gonna take care of everything. And he's gonna do a prestidigitation to poof, and just turn around and just watch.
As he's still
It clears
standing
and
there.
you can still see him. Yeah.
Flash of smoke happens, and then you just see as he turns and immediately starts to run off to the side, but trips and just sprawls out on the floor in front of you.
Well, at least he didn't go over.
Before we all go to bed, Davner is going to find Amara, and who I'm assuming is going to be with Rowan. Amara, did you pop into my dream for realsies, or was that
Realsies?
For realsies, I was there. Did you think you killed me?
Yeah.
Sounded like you thought you murdered me.
A little bit. It was kind of weird.
I'm so sorry.
Your soul shouldn't be in there.
I
But
don't think it was my soul.
I just wanted to, check in and make sure I'm not going crazy or
Dear,
murdering people.
You are going crazy, but no, you haven't successfully killed me yet.
Okay.
That sounds like reassurance.
Yes, everyone hears this because this is a kind of a small area that you all have hammocks set up in, so just everyone hears this.
Try to recall any dreams he had, and if anybody's visited his.
Rowan, make a wisdom check.
Ooh.
Oh.
with disadvantage.
Oh,
Because no
Oh.
one ever remembers their dreams that well. Like, there was that one dream with the cats, there was that one dream with the dragons, and there was that one dream with the cats' dragons, and then there was that one dream where Amara was doing that thing. Like, something about a exactly.
You don't want
a
that
very
kind of
bad
dream.
style.
That's not the kind of dream you want.
You walked
Not
right
sponsored.
into that one.
The look on Jack's eyes, that bring me to life.
I also
Um,
dropped a D6, so
Oh god.
I'm gonna be down here for the next
So,
year.
can't really remember seeing Amara in them beyond that one dream where you're pretty sure that was just you dreaming about Amara.
Do you remember anything about like a cat dragon? Like not like, and then he's gonna hold up Rin, not like that, but like an actual like cat
Oh,
dragon.
Like a doodle. Did you draw it?
Never mind. Forget I asked. It's okay. I just was curious if anybody hopped in my dreams.
You are kind of a passing blip. People would watch you go over it, like they would barely see you. You'd be like a star or a raven in the sky.
Are we high enough that we are above clouds? Or are we going through clouds?
There's no clouds obscuring it.
Nice. It's a beautiful evening.
Entering into a full moon.
Ah.
Notable.
All
Like,
right,
and
well-
the moon is rising high in the sky. It's like, and you're close enough, like you're high enough in the sky, like it just glows with a very, very distinct and strong light as you're there. You go up and you find like a soft place to sit down, and what do you send out into the universe?
Mistra, we're going out onto a new quest. To be fair, it's an old quest that we have finally gotten to a point where we can set out onto it. I ask you for any guidance and strength that you can lend us in this time of unknown mysteries and dangers. And please, if you can find it in you to give me the guidance to find different power within myself.
You send this out into the universe, and
It's about
You're-
as
you're trying, like you're like praying really, really hard. And it just doesn't seem to want, like nothing seems to be breaking through to you, or like you don't feel like a connection being made. It's like something seems to just, like there just seems to be a major disconnect that like just sits there.
concerned. He's gonna reach for his necklace
Mm-hmm.
and rub it, looking around in the sky. Are you still there?
You remember what your amulet is supposed to look like, and you do see like this symbol that is on the back of it, this star pattern, and there is a faint glow coming from that pattern. It seems like it doesn't glow like it used to. Like you remember it being a full glowing symbol of Mistra that would be there, but doesn't seem to be as bright as it used to be.
While she hasn't always responded, the connection is always felt there.
You're up early.
Traveling, so meditation. I don't really sleep when we do these.
Yeah, I forgot you do. Yeah.
The moon is out, and I've got all my silver, my flowers. I've got my water, so I'm going to be doing my ritual because we finally have a full moon. And I figured while I'm about to do this, and she's gonna go over to her tattoo. She's gonna be like, "Time to wake up, dear. Time to come meet my champion." And she's just like poking her Mistra tattoo.
You start looking down at your tattoo, and with that, it is noticeably dimmer.
Huh. Weird.
What's the matter?
My tattoo is usually more vibrant.
Rowan's just gonna kind of shift his point of view, trying to get different light. He's gonna be, oh yeah.
Can I see your sword hilt for a moment?
I don't have them.
Oh, right. Maybe I just need to give her a little love, and I'm just gonna wake up, Mistra.
Wake her up for sure.
She's going to take her decanter of endless water, and she's going to say fountain, dumping 5 gallons of water out, and she's going to arrange everything that she has. That's silver, all the flowers, and pull out her Moonsong sword and start doing her dance to the Dark Maiden.
Nobody interrupt Amara. Can't you see she's doing something?
This is like one of those signs where like the
can't.
wizard recants like this whole like super complex thing. The game's like, what?
I think
That's exactly what this is, actually.
I think while she's
This
doing that, I
is-
think Rowan would look down at the tablet, look up and look over at her, look at the tablet, look at her, trying to look around, but keep looking just because he's never seen her do anything like this before. So he's fascinated.
Well-
Because she's mentioned many times that she's been waiting for the moon to be full.
So I'm just doing my dance,
Okay.
make a little love, getting
Get
down
down
tonight.
Rowan, you see as like Amara lays out this water, and just like sends up small cantrips of light that appear everywhere, and she draws out her moon sword and just begins to do this sort of ritualized dance that's like one part stomp and one part haka, and like as it's going through, it just seems to be this very intricate sort of back and forth of.
I just wanted to try to introduce her to Mistra, my new friend.
Okay. Just
I've been waiting to do this because I'm working with two goddesses now, and I wanted to let them get to know each other.
and you start to feel the power of your own goddess sort of welling up behind you, like as your movements move. And Rowan, with that perception check you made, you would see as like out of the corner of your eye, you would see Amara moving as you're like looking down, and then you like see a flash of like something in the corner of your eye, and you'd like look up other side of this small area of water, female looking figure with another sword, but black instead of the smooth silver, making the exact same motions and movements that she is. Amara, I need you to roll a d100 for me.
Okay.
Rowan's just gonna be in awe in those moments, and then just have to remember he's keeping watch.
I rolled a 0. Okay. That is a 004, so a 4.
A 004. So you rolled a 4.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Am I about to explode?
Star in the
I'm
distance,
so
just
scared.
supernovas.
Amara, join me for a second.
Oh.
Amara.
Yeah. Let me mute my stream so people doesn't give it away. One sec, Matt.
Mm-hmm. Amara, as you are doing this, you're going through this kata back and forth, these movements, the blade flashing, and for an instant, you just see as she stares up into the sky, and not that she's ignoring what you're saying, as she just she appears to be focused on something else.
It's shock. Like,
Rowan's gonna look to Rin on his shoulder, kind of puzzled, and kind of go put the tablet in one hand and gently put one hand on her back and kind of like put his self face in her peripheral and see what she does.
she'll flinch when you touch her.
You okay?
I'm okay.
You just stop.
I'm okay. I need to do research. I can't do research.
Slow down. You research. What do you need?
I need to talk to Akron. He probably needs some more rest. I can wait. I can calm.
Write down your thoughts.
Yeah.
Rowan's just gonna give her his notebook.
Thanks, love.
He doesn't really write in it except for draw dragons, so.
As this is all happening, that the water, which had been sort of standing in a spot, seemingly pooling away from an area in the center of where the lights were. But some of the water seems to be standing in other spots, creating a lined series of symbols. Looking down at it, and like there's this one, it's really just one large symbol with a single line that runs through it. And you stop as you're staring down at it.
Rowan's gonna look to Rin after Amara just kind of rushes off and starts writing in the notebook.
Looking at Ren, and Ren's like eyes are whirling in sort of a green to white sort of way, like just whirling swirls of clouds in the eyes. And you're like, is everything, what do you think? And you get this emotional sense from Ren, like an empathic feeling of concern and worry and insecurity. Like Ren feels afraid. You look down at the symbol as you're trying to draw it out, and you stop as you realize it's a symbol you've seen before. You run over, you grab the book with the paper that the old cleric gave you, pull it open, and you go to the symbols that are listed there, and it says, live.
Here, and Rowan's just gonna she's sitting on the ground, right? She's like
Mhm.
jotting down all of her notes.
Yeah.
Rowan would lean down and give her the tablet and kind of put his hand on her hand and say, if you need anything, just wake me up. And
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ha! You're dead. No,
I know it.
You hit a cloud of acid rain.
you watch as all of your friends melt in front of you. See here.
Oh, damn it, not the bones.
Not again.
Not again.
I mean, the bones are fine. It's just
Yeah.
the flesh melts off the bones.
Oh, yes, finally.
A little bit of smoke.
And
This
you
is,
like walk over to the edge of the ship and you just go.
Look up, down
First-
below.
You just like
Step
watch
forward.
as every man would watch as there's falls,
And I see
Falls.
it split.
falls,
And
little droplets, and it goes out of sight.
Huh, a single traveler down there notices it's kind of raining a little bit.
Someone's having a really bad day and they're like, I'm so angry. Rain.
Akron, hurry it up.
yes.
Get up here, now.
Oh, fine. Yes. What is it?
Good morning, Squeaky Akron. Listen, okay, look at my tattoo. And she's gonna point to her shoulder. It's not as vibrant.
It looks considerably dimmer. And you think back to
Oh,
your
no.
amulet and how very dim it was.
I'm gonna pull out my amulet and put it next to. I'm gonna take it off and put it next to her tattoo and compare the luminosity.
Inca, as you hear them talking about this and you see this and you look over at your tattoo and it also is super low, like almost faint completely.
Mine's the same way.
Mara.
I talked with my goddess,
Yeah.
and Mistra is being blocked. I think she's in trouble.
That's what I feared.
So
Okay.
how important is this cog?
Important enough that we were sent on this mission by Zelenis and Draco.
Have another part to the cipher for the sphere.
Oh,
The
what was that?
It's the live. So we have I can't
Live.
and live. We have six more.
Our mission finding Cog. I think at this point we must stick the course to finding Cog. We put it off far too long. Whatever's happening with Mistra, we're going to have to deal with it, perhaps.
Even
Simpler
if
beacons,
we,
but
even if we were going to help Mistra, what would we do? Are we gonna
Yeah.
just go to Mykonos or wherever she is right now? We can't go there.
But we're
Anyway.
champions for her.
right.
There are rules to this sort of thing, usually. about entering afterlife planes and such. Do the same type of rules apply to entering hell and the abyss, God? Would Ink Eyes know them?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Or religion check for you.
Religion. Let me look.
Religion?
Since I'm thinking on stuff that relates to hell, could I get advantage?
I'll allow it.
Okay. So that is a 17.
And all of the hunting of demons. In fact, as many times as people have told you to go to hell, you really feel like you understand the whole concept. There is a big difference between entering the 9 hells and entering another plane of existence such as that, and seemingly entering the realm of the gods. There is a large disconnect. It's not the same level of like, oh, you can travel to another plane and get to the and get to the hells. You can travel to another plane and get to the realm of the gods. There is some sort of blocking element that prevents you from going and joining the gods in the same way. No plane shifting would allow that.
I don't know. I guess the frustrating part is that I don't even know where to begin with Mistra. Where to start to help her.
As much as I want to help her as well, because she has been a great help to us, we already have a mission. And I think we're getting sidetracked here. This is a concern I have as well, but there's not much we can do about it currently.
Maybe we can speak to Zell or Kai. Maybe they could provide some insight, or they know somebody who might while we're on the road.
That's a possibility.
And I have no connection to her anymore as of right now. Rowan's just gonna point to where his swords once were. So I'm a bit disconnected. Quite literally. I
But
don't know.
it's just a symbol. The symbols aren't what connects you to her entirely. And she's going to tap your chest. It's also your want.
Rowan's gonna put his hand on his chest.
Davner's gonna
Well,
look up
let's-
to Tunuk and be like, "Who is this Mister they're talking about?"
She's deity. Right?
Holy shit, that's a nat 20.
Wait, Han, are you kidding me?
I swear to God. Actually, can I roll that at disadvantage because I asked that question?
I would say that I will allow the nat 20 to stand.
What about
But it will
mine?
be tempered by what Tunuk rolls.
I rolled a nat 20 as well.
Oh my god.
That's why I was like, you're kidding, right?
Our eyes roll back to the back of our heads and we just start spewing shit
I
out.
know about deities.
You're temporarily possessed by both.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Just
I'm
downloaded
thinking,
it into my
thinking.
brain.
Davner, you turn to Tunuk and you're like, who the fuck is Mistra? And Tunuk, you look up at him and like, I think she's a deity of some kind? Both of you feel as something seems to literally grab your heads. As Amara, you hear, my child, they do not know, but I do. Coming from both Davner and Tunuk's mouths, as they both turn and look at you.
Well, that's not creepy.
The voice emits from a very old, sort of ragged voice, emits from the mouth of both Tunuk and Davner as they speak in unison. Mistra, the goddess, turned away. Supporter of power, magic in the day. Davner and Tunuk, you feel this information begins to download into your brain. Mistra being the goddess of magic, an entity that is unknowable and unseeable sometimes, but is represented by a starburst pattern. Something that both of you recognize and remember seeing both on Rowan's swords, on Amara's arm, and for the few times that you've seen it on both Ink Eyes' tattoo and Akron's amulet. These this starburst pattern that exists. Both of you feel this information just sort of download into your brain that she's the goddess of magic. She's the protector of the weave and intricately tied to it. This voice emits once again from y'all's mouths. Amara, she is blocked and in danger. You cannot go, but you must. And both of you feel as this hand releases your head.
Davener's gonna be like, God, download bars.
Oh,
You heard your goddess speak to you through their mouths. It's a remnant, perhaps, of the ritual you performed, an essence that seemed to linger afterwards.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
2 nat 20s.
No, right?
sometimes the 2 nat 20s
We
happen.
fucking with the weed. Last time we had 2 nat 20s in a row, I met Mistra in a fucking void. Like, shit.
So,
In the
so like,
forgotten timeline.
Yeah, no, this wasn't this timeline.
Yeah, that was when
That's
Davner
how
went
she has
forward
her
in
tattoo
time.
now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's when Rowan went to go look for her.
So we retained everything that was poured into our heads during that whole experience.
Yeah, you now know who Mistra is. The entire story of or not the entire. You have the story and unknowledge of what Mistra and who Mistra is.
I think for now we need to keep our priorities straight. We need to keep going after Cog. We can't make
He
him
needs
wait
us.
anymore.
He needs us. And who knows, we might get answers.
Who knows? Maybe he's been disassembled for scrap parts.
You're gonna see Rowan just kind of like get a little weak at the knees thinking of that.
He's a dragon. They're hard to fuck
Even
with.
even dragons have weakness. And then Akron is going to be thinking of the whole original fight against Critias and Drana and Draco.
It's not like we can't sacrifice the fuel, but probably don't want to stress this thing and abandon ourselves somewhere out in the middle of the wilderness.
Find the papers with all those runes. And he's basically going to go into the back and start conspiracy theorying the runes with like red
Okay.
string together and trying to like make words out of the symbols and like
Okay.
translations. Yeah. So he's just going to basically fixate on this for the next like several hours, and he's just going to start like rearranging them into random sentences until something makes sense.
How feasible would it be to put let's say a casting of fireball on one of my throwing knives?
I could actually probably do that because I already have Fireball as a known spell. It would just be a matter of time for me to dump the energy into it.
So, Akron and Amara, please make Arcana checks.
Okay. Well, you'd have to start with a good bait. Oh, nat 20.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, that's right, because it needs to
Ayo.
be material that...
I'ma
yeah.
take a
Oh, I also
picture.
got a nat 20.
Oh no!
I'm gonna take a picture of this. I
Yeah,
haven't touched it.
same.
So we had 2
Nat
double nat
20s.
Two
Yeah.
doubles.
So 4 nat 20s.
We are.
Seeing
just
them
talk about
think
this?
between each other,
Yeah.
Ink would reach into
Like,
his coat and take out one of his
Thursday.
throwing knives and
We-
hand it to them.
Matt, we talked about this at Magic, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Okay. Here's the
Holy-
thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, and to note what Fox just said, it is like 1 in something like 4,000 that you would get 2 nat 20s in a row. For 2 players to get 2 nat 20s at the exact same time, twice, is pretty goddamn rare.
It means this
We're
throwing
more likely to get
fist
struck
had
by lightning
fireball on
twice, I
it.
think.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but look at my record for nat 20s in one session.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So,
And
here
I
we
have
go.
pictures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So here we go. This is what we're gonna do. Ink Eyes, for the purposes of what we're what we're talking about here, Ink Eyes, you pull out your dagger, and Akron and Amara, you both have like a real understanding and sense of methodology, purely because like you both are currently wearing. Akron to currently a lesser degree, Amara to a complete degree, you're wearing magically based clothing. And you both at the in a full unison turn and look directly at Tunuk. Tunuk, you feel this intense energy from both of their gazes just seems to implant into your skull. And you start thinking, you're like, okay, the dagger would need to have need to be reworked, reforged, higher grade materials would need to be put into it, and it would need to be magically or chemically prepared in order to infuse magic into it, but it is possible. And it requires it would require a ritual spell and a significant, like, a day or two to rework, say, 4 or 5 daggers into these magically prepared items that could then be infused with something. So, all of that said, as both of you like turn, and you just see as like Tunuk, Amara, and Akron start like shooting words and ideas back and forth, and it's like it becomes this really collaborative effort. And all three of you turn and look directly at Ink Eyes and go, "Yes, we can do it. Lay it out." And in this unison voice of just the creepiest way, and Ink Eyes, you're staring at the three of them and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know.
I
this
really
feels like
love
it's a
the
different
crazy
level. Maybe I'm-
tangent train we just went on.
Putting fireball on a single knife. This feels like it's a different level.
The IMEI, the Institute of Magical Engineers and Magicians and
Right.
Agents.
There we go. I can get behind this.
I don't.
You don't want water in your water.
Easy.
Oh shit!
Easy?
Hey, what up, easy?
Testing? Testing, hello, can you guys hear me in this orb? I don't even know. Oh, Christ. What is that?
In the
Well, okay. I gotta go, bye.
Amara, you
actually
100%
really fucking
heard
cool.
Oh, fuck. I don't know
That is.
who this cog is. Fuck your dragon. My brother is a bull.
That was the coolest fucking thing ever.
Does this orb work? Hello? Are you...
Oh, gotta go. Bye.
That was the coolest fucking thing ever.
Yes, it was from the Nine Hells jail.
Brother.
Nine Hells Jail.
Yeah.
Collect call from. You need to get me out of your system. Do you accept charges?
I've been-
is
I've been
shaking
arrested.
his head. I've been there before.
What are you talking about? I thought you were on vacation. You love stabbing things.
Hello? Hello? We're gonna come back, and that's literally like, don't worry about it. I got this.
Ah. Ugh, okay, so we have to save Mistra, my brother, Cog. The list is just endless.
That's why we're trying to get to
I
it.
say we go in order. Cog, your brother, and then Mistra.
Oh, and Daphne's sister. Can't forget about Daisy.
Oh shit! Isn't she dead?
At the very least, we maybe release her soul so she actually gets an afterlife.
A homie beacon.
It's a nat 20.
Okay.
You got
Damn it.
Ink is gonna get drunk and take a nap.
And right about the time that a couple of these roars begin picking in,
Are we gonna fight?
those of you who rolled higher than a 20 on your perception
Yes!
Oh,
turn and look behind you on the ship, and you realize as four feather-covered creatures are flying directly to the ship.
Rowan would take Rin. That's probably like cling to his head as he's been working out, and he's going to stop working out and put her in his hammock.
Davner's also
It's
going to
already
see his
planning.
word and spyglass to see if I can make out what the riders look like, anything
I'm
like
gonna
that.
I'm gonna start to slowly drift the ship. Maybe like a few degrees off the starboard side, just
Okay.
to
So
deviate from the current path to see if they track.
you deviate and you pull off to the side and you start moving in a slightly different direction. Pull the visor up and you look at the rider itself, and you see very clearly a rotten and decayed looking visage as they are flying up towards you.
They're dead. Kill them.
They're undead?
They're undead. This isn't good.
Perfect.
Mara,
Yeah, I'm ready, baby.
All right,
How
fight
long
or
can we
flight.
maintain this kind of speed?
We got the juice so long as the engine holds up. I'm assuming it's fine because we put good work in. That's the question. Are we fight or flight? We can get
I
away.
got holy water.
Let me know when they're within 100 feet.
Got you. Are you getting the cannons ready?
No, they'll be ready.
Perfect.
Davner is loading up a couple arrows with holy water.
And Bigby's hand, once it's there, we'll get ready for a clenched fist for when they're in range.
Clenched fist, okay.
So excited.
So,
we haven't had a battle in a while.
Gonna start lobbing arrows at the rocks.
At 120, I'm going to do the clench fist. Tunak now.
What I want to do is spend my movement period to like kill the speed of the ship
Okay.
and descend so that I drop down and I mean, you know, we're talking like Top Gun and bring the bow up to present, use the bonus action to deploy the weapons, and then use my action to unleash a volley into the rocks.
Fire a firebolt.
you reach your hand up, you gather the energy, you begin to prepare. The bolt seems to blast a portion of the rock away, but it's still just flying forward and coming at you.
I'm gonna get close to one of the ledges,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hold a flurry of blows.
Before everything was going on, he had his hammer at the ready, so there's no need to pull it out. But Rowan is going to hold an attack action for when one gets into range.
Yeah, these distances should be accurate.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, it's silly. I'm gonna wait to see. I wish I actually had all these rolled out now. I'm seriously fucking regretting it. Okay, no, that last one broke the chain. But that was all twos. So the last one was all twos.
Oh.
Okay.
Every other one was a completely different combination of die, all equivalating to 16.
It's almost like an average. How D&D players find out the laws of averages.
Right.
56. I mean, I guess I was clarifying more so on the fact that you said that they're pretty reactive. There's not really anything I can do constructively to evade with the ship.
You can run.
Yeah, so I could do that. But my team said no.
Okay.
Rowan didn't say anything. No, he really didn't.
Some
He
of my
didn't.
team said no when I asked a question. I was like, okay.
I
I like
think we should
combat.
have ran.
I mean, shit, doesn't matter what they eat. I'm not afraid of some birds.
No.
What if they eat you, though?
Hey guys, from your direction as you're watching this guy coming in, you've got your stands out, you're preparing. You see as this sort of deathly visage looks up, its eyes flaring red, as a hand extends out, and you see as a dark black fiery ball appears in its hand and shoots forward past you, landing right here. Oh, I need to show that. Landing right here in the middle of all of you. Blast of dark black fire explodes around. Rowan, you and Akron are enveloped in it, but you hold yourselves up and you're hurt a little bit as Inkas, you shoot to the side and you're like holding yourself
I was
down.
gonna say, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You're hurt a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am going to. I'm gonna use bonus because that was just movement.
Yeah.
Okay, and we are at full speed, so we're like we're getting away, so to speak, somewhat from the other rocks that haven't.
They're still there, but you've like dropped down a little bit. They haven't gone anywhere.
Gotcha. Okay, because I'm still trying to. I'm going to accelerate it forward, but I'm going to use my bonus action and my action to do a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to.
So you're going to move the ship. You're going to move you're going to try and run.
Basically, and if you want me to, we can resolve this first bit in process. I guess. But yeah, like I know we killed one of them, but it's basically because we had 2 successful banishes.
Killed.
Yeah, we didn't kill him. And this dude that's here on the ship is the one that's all fucked up, and I can't shoot him with the cannons no more.
Mhm.
So I think I'm making a judgment call, and I'm going to fly the ship out of here as fast as possible.
Do it.
Okay, you're gonna try to fly the ship. So the
No.
fireball erupts up, and Akron, you're engulfed in it, and you feel like power flows into you. And you look up, and you see as this thing come up in appearance, and you just go as fire blossoms out of your mouth, slamming into this this armored creature directly in front of you.
Move points.
No, that's unfortunately that is not what happens.
This is
here.
like a
Oh,
saving throw,
no.
right? It's to save my life.
No, hold on.
Counterspell.
Okay. What level are you counterspelling at?
5.
5th level. I need you to roll.
What modifier am I adding to it?
Uh,
Oh,
I
right.
read this just. Good.
I rolled a 17 flat. DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 17.
It is a 7th level spell, as it is a 7th level power word kill.
Oh,
17.
wait, 7th level?
So
I
I
thought
just-
it was 9th level.
I just
Mm-mm.
counterspelled.
Oh, sorry, not power word kill. Finger of death. There we go.
There you go.
So
Well,
I almost got fingered to death.
you just you almost died. Undead rock points directly at you, having puked your fire onto his comrade. He points down at you, and you see his energy glows at his finger, and it shoots directly at you, Akron. And as that is flying towards you, you staring as this skull spell is about to impact into you, you hear, "Fuck you!" as Amara counterspells the fuck out of the finger of death. The ship takes off at top speed, moving away from the rocks. They fly after, try to keep up, try to make pace, but the ship is just too fast to be caught with.
did
At
anyone
moment of time.
recognize that?
All right, that was a bad idea. Let's not do that.
Really bad idea. I'm really hurt. I'm super hurt.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I feel fine.
Aw.
Yeah, they didn't touch
Yeah.
me. Shocking.
Akron's gonna go for his goatee, and it's just singed off.
It's half of it's actually missing. It's good.
Ah!